Hi, Justin. So I watched your video and was going to respond to some things you said. You mentioned that at your school well, first you were talking about how, like, in the first video, the guy, he mentioned to the principal and the teacher that he wanted to go and do some counseling lessons in the classroom, and then you were talking about how, like, you had never seen that happen in your school, but maybe because you were a band teacher and so they didn't do that in band. And so I was just going to add on that and say that that's one thing that when I was watching, or just like going through this class in general, reading up on the things that counselors, their roles and the things that they do, are supposed to do, or should do, and then watching videos and stuff, made me realize that those things I don't ever see either. So, and I think I mentioned this, I don't know if it's this class or another one, in one of my videos, that, like, I don't know if the reason that counselors don't go in the classroom and do, which I'm at a middle school, so maybe in, like, elementary they do stuff like that, I don't know. But at my school, the middle school, never. I've never seen the counselor go into a classroom and do any kind of lesson, and to be honest with you, I don't think she even does any sort of, like, counseling with kids unless there's a problem, like unless somebody's filed a report or unless there's some kind of problem. I don't think that I've ever seen her go into a classroom. So, I don't know, but I mentioned in one of those videos that I didn't know if it was because of all of the extra work that counselors have to do now. Like, I know ours is a testing coordinator. She has to do all the testing for STAR and everything else. And then she does 504, but she has to do all the 504 meetings. And she has to keep up with, like, sorry, my son's out of town, like, with his grandma, and so he's texting me, like, Mommy, answer the phone. I'm like, hold on a second. So I don't know if it's because of all of the other things that she has to do. I know that she's really busy with 504 meetings all the time and keeping up with that. So I'm not sure if it's like a combination of just other responsibilities, that there's not enough time to do those other things. I don't know, but I think it's important for counselors to do those things, even as you get older and as you're in, like, middle school and stuff, not just elementary, to go and do some preventative type things on behavior and stuff like that in classes. And then if you can't do it in classes, then maybe just have small groups of kids that, like the guy was saying in the video, that need that intervention, pull them in together and do stuff like that. But I think it's important for the counselor to make her presence seen in the classrooms too. And then, let's see, I took notes on what you said. You were talking about their career ideas, like how the kid was talking about being a video game designer, and how the counselor didn't knock down his idea and say, that's not realistic, let's pick something else. So I think that's also a good thing, to not make them feel stupid for their ideas. It may not be realistic to you or to us, in our mind, but who knows, what can happen. And it only is going to make them feel down on themselves if you're like, no, that's not a good idea. Let's think of something better. Then they're always going to feel like their ideas are stupid. So I agree with you on that. I liked that aspect, that he was encouraging them no matter what their ideas were, and kind of, asking them to pursue what they would need to do in their education in order to reach that goal. So I liked that also. So that's about it. I will talk to you later.